Hi everyone, we are students from RIS Year 1 Sem 3. I'm Long and this is my teammate Qian Joe. So this subject is BIT2004 Fundamental of Computer Networks. So in this assignment scenario, we have been hired as a land engineer by Sri Buddha Ghost Berhad. So this company is a food processing manufacturer. So our task is to design and set up a local area networks for the company. So as you can see in this table, the numbers are highlighted in green color is the original host for the devices and the intermediate devices. So just in case the company has a future expansion, so also need to consider the number of addresses needed for 20% growth in every areas. So for the addressing design, we decided to use the VRSM. So why we choose VRSM? Because it is efficient for address allocation, so this will ensure the IP address are not waste and that each subnet has the right amount of addresses to accommodate the devices. So and also optimizing optimize routing. So efficient data transmission is crucial for the big companies between the different departments and the buildings. And lastly, is the scalabilities. So VRSM will allows for the easy scalabilities without the needs of restructure the entire networks. So I'll go move on to the VRSM table. So the VRSM table we arrange according to the host number from biggest to the smallest. So as you can see, the manufacturing department has the largest host number. After expansion is two 240. So the whole speed we need to take 2 power of 8, so it will be equal to 256. But we need to minus 2 because the 2 is reserved for the subnet address and the broadcast address. So the usable address at the end will be 254. So and for the prefix, because we borrow 8 bit 8 bit from the 8 host bit, so we need to deduct from the 32. So 32 minus 8 is 24. And this the other departments and the production lines. And next on to the addressing table, I will pass to Joe to
Okay.
explain the addressing table.
Okay. So for the addressing table, we can see there's a router one where we're using a DRP port interface for larger data transfer. Where you have the IP address, where we from using the subnet from the landing and also for the each department where to connect to the switches. And we find this counter subnet mask by using the prefixes. You can find this subnet mask. And this is router one, two, three, four. And for the switches, we assign the VLAN to the addresses and also the subnet according to their own department. Like finance department have their prefixes, so they using the same VLAN, same address. Yeah, and the default gateway is according to that. And for the end devices, we're using the laptop, PC to connect. So from the colored, like this tree, is indicate to an department. So each department have the same subnet usable IP address range, where it's 1.7.16.2.1.3, and their custom subnet mask, the default gateway, and this is all the design. And okay, so for the network configuration, you can see that each PC indicate to the building and the department. You have the each IP address assignation, the IPv4 address, subnet mask, and default gateway. I will scroll through slowly. You can see, yeah, this is all of the PC that indicate to the each department that their IP address and subnet mask and also the default gateway. So after this, we will talk about the switch and router configuration. Where the switch configuration, we have to open the switch CLI and enable configuration the terminal, and then we have to set the host name where the question mark is indicate to the unique number such as switch 1, switch 2, and set the banner MOTD and enable the password and configure all the lines where line con 0 and line VQI 0 to 15. We set the password syscall, login, exit, and also at last we enable the secret class after we exit from the configuration line first. So we enable the secret class, and last we have the encryption for the secret class and also the password. And then for the router, it's basically the same, which we set the same hostname, the line. Just we have to add one more for the line AUX for the password and also the service encryption. And this is the router configuration for the static routing. We are using GUI, where the network is type the destination of the network address. The subnet mask insert the subnet mask for the router to router, which we calculated is the prefix of 30. And then the next hop is using the neighbor router IP address. And you can see here where we assign inside we have the record and the pin connectivity brief through. We will talk about it later in the packet tracer. Yeah, so we'll go to the packet tracer now. This is the packet tracer where we design our network topology here. You can see that there's building A, B, C, and D. So A have 3 floors we separated for each, and you can see that we have assigned the IP address for each router as we just mentioned that we will discuss it from here. You can just basically see like from the department you can see the IP configuration, the subnet mask, default gateway, and you can see that each switch is connected to a fast Ethernet. You can see from here fast Ethernet, and then the router we all connect to the gigabit interface for a larger data transfer rate because of the structure is very kind of big for the each building, and you can see that we have 3 floor here and 2 floor indicate to each department. So the same using the same cable and then the cabling, and so we can see that the router to router we're using crossover because it's lower than 80 meter, and this is the IP address. For over than 100 meters, we're using fiber optic, which indicate to the red lines, and we will show the command line interface where you need to type a password, which is a Cisco 11240, and then we enable. We can show this is the class 424. Yeah, you can access it. So yeah. So take another one, which is copy here, which is the same. We use Cisco 424. We open it, enable, and then we use the class 424. Yeah, so we can access it. So for the router, it's the same. You see the same. Just set the same password. So it's the same Cisco. Oh, sorry. Yeah, inside, and then we use the enable, use class 34. So it's the same. And then for the router, we are using the GUI. So you can basically see that the IP address from here. This is the destination address, which is like from here to here. The 400, which will indicate the default gateway for the each department, and the network address and the department name. And then so you can see that this is /30 because we are using the router to router subnet, which we just now explained. This is /30, and then this is the last one is a neighbor router. So you can see that it's a 172.16.8.162. So the last one we'll try to for the pin connectivity. So this is PC8. So maybe we try for the internal building connecting with the same network first. So from here you can see it's a 8.66. So now, so you can see you can get from the reply for the same building. So we try to a different building, which is the TCA P17. So we know that the IP address is 4.1. So 4.1. If you see the same, you can still communicate with the other building because of the router. We have the route static routing, and also the maybe the production line 3 PC26. We came from here. So you can see that it's a 6.129. So You can see that you can still communicate from a building A to building C. So the last one, due to time constraint, you'll randomly take one, which is PC41 maybe. So it's a 0.1. So just pin from 0.1. So yeah, you can see that we actually have successfully pinned. And this is the base, the building network topology. So you can see yourself. This is building C. This is building B. And last one is building A. So I think that is all for presentation. Thank you.